In a previous video, we learned that the field handle is the distinctive corner of either a selected cell or a range which is located at the lower right hand corner. You learned what it is, but we didn't say much about what you can do with it. So let's demonstrate some of the magic of the field handle. I'm going to select D3 where the word Monday is, and I'm going to place my pointer on the field handle. Then when it turns into a crosshair, I'm going to drag. That is, hold down the left mouse button and swipe until right here at J3. As you can see, Excel recognizes the days of the week as a series and fills the adjacent cells accordingly. At the far right of the selection, we did see an option tag. If we click the arrow on it, we can choose to select copy cells, or again, choose fill the series. How about if this time after Monday, we skip a day and type Wednesday? With these two cells selected, we'll use the range field handle and copy it to the right. As you can see, Excel follows a pattern in the range. Because we use a range with that pattern, Excel skips a day. After Wednesday comes Friday, and after Friday comes Sunday, and so forth. Now let's see what happens with the month of the year. I'm going to place the pointer on the field handle of the selected cell and drag to the right all the way to 08. Excel recognizes that the month of the year are a series and fill the cells accordingly. We now have a number here. Can you guess what's going to happen with numbers? If your answer is yes, let's use the field handle on the cell and copy to the right and see. Wait a minute, it's not what you expected. But don't worry, you have total control of what happens. Just click the arrow in the options tag and select fill the series, or just select copy cells. It just happens that with numbers, Excel's default is to copy cells. Let's try with formatting patterns. I'm going to select this range with different color field, and with these ranges field handle, I'm going to drag. You can see that the yellow white pattern of the range is copied to the right. Yellow, white, yellow, and so forth. Okay, now the most important one. Let's see what happens when we copy formulas with the field handle. Let's create a formula in E17 that reflects an increase of 5% from the previous year. So let's press equal sign, click D17, type the asterisk, which is the multiplication operator, click D14, type the plus sign, and click D17 once more. The result is the original 2012 figure plus a 5% increase over the previous year. Now that we enter the formula, let's copy it with the field handles to the years 2014 through 2019. This does not look right. Have we done something wrong? All the values are the same. Let's inspect and see what actually happens. By double-clicking into the cells and pressing escape, we can inspect and see that the D14, which contains 5%, has been updated and now is referencing empty cells, but we need to make the red cell reference constants across the formulas. There are two solutions to this problem. One a not so elegant one, and another one that is elegant and professional. I'm going to click on D14, make it active, and copy the 5% value all the way to the right. Now let's inspect and see if it worked. It does. Let's do the elegant professional solution, but let's erase these values first. If we double click at D17 where the formula is, we can make D14 absolute by making sure that the cursor is on the D14 reference and pressing S4 once in the keyboard, then pressing enter to escape the editing mode. Now let's copy all the way to the year 2019, double click the cells to inspect, and press escape to exit each one of them. In reality, we could have used a hybrid cell reference instead of an absolute one. Because we are copying across columns and staying in the same row, the column portion of the cell reference is the only one that need not get updated. Remember, that is exactly what the $sign does. We are going to use a hybrid reference this time. Let's double click on E17 where we place the formula and place the cursor on the D14 cell reference and click the F4 function as many times as necessary until we see the $sign in front of the D only. Then press enter. Let's now copy all the way to 2019. We can now inspect and see the cell's reference, and we realize that D14 is still being referencing every single one of the formulas. Double click escape, double click escape. If you find the hybrid reference a little confusing, don't worry. My advice to you is that when in doubt, just use the absolute reference. It will work just the same in 99% of the cases. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with anyone who may need it.